Do you see it? Hold on, let me clear the leaderboard. Reset the session. Do we have qualifying times down yet? Double check. Just gonna copy
I'd do it just in case. I can do
Yeah.
that real quick. Hang on.
Put it in chat. Can.
By the way, you can hear our voices on stream.
Yeah, that's cool. Crop it out.
Hang on a second. That doesn't have everybody on it though.
Okay, the game's sim, but this is without any cars.
Cool. What'd you say, Deepak?
Game looks okay at the moment. There's just no cars on track, so I'm not sure if that will impact at all.
You can stream the safety car.
Yeah, that actually looks alright, surprisingly.
Oh, okay.
Alright, but that's only one car out of multiple
Yeah.
cars.
I mean, what FPS are you running at? Or is it smooth? I mean, my question is, what graphics setting are you running at?
I'm currently running at half, just to test.
Yeah, okay.
Alright.
I could probably go up one notch, I'm not sure.
Let me see. I'll take a look at what that looks like after I'm
At the
done with
moment,
this
to
lap.
eye it, I think Roblox on here is limited to 30 FPS, but I'm not sure, because it looks smoother than that.
Roblox is limited to 30?
On the Windows 10 app, I think, but it looks smoother, so I'm not sure. It might be limited to 60, I don't know.
Are we good to go?
Well, you can check the stream, see if it's
Oh, I'm watching it.
Yeah. Well, you can tell me if you're good to go. I can't see it yet.
It seems fine to me. But of course, this is just going to be one person.
Yeah. Doesn't look too bad?
No.
Okay.
I'll try a little.
But we should probably start soon. We should probably be starting soon.
Yeah.
Are you good to go?
Yep. Hello everyone and welcome to post-qualifying and pre-race for the second round of Ion Formula 1 Season 3. We're in South Korea this week. We're currently watching Kashmir, who's talking to us live via Discord, along with Shea, the Brand Star team owner.
What's going on, guys?
Good to be here. What's going on, everybody?
So there's not much going on at the moment. We're just watching the safety car go around, but we are getting ready for lights out and the formation of the grid in about 10 minutes time.
Sorry for any sort of interruptions we might have been having getting the stream up. We should be running smoothly today. So, as I said before, and you probably weren't here for that, but we had a few changes from last week. None of the teams have actually changed their names. However, we have had a team change in ownership, and that is that Uncommon Pelican no longer owns the McLaren team, and the new owner is going to be Fantatrol. He's going to be running both Prime Drifter, a new racer in the league, and Toots 978, I believe that is.
879.
Close enough. But we also have a change in the Brand Star for drivership. Capitambo is no longer with them due to the fact that he's going to be going primarily with F2, running with the Centauri GP, looking to get a podium position. But in his replacement is going to be the Reladder 12. He's been running the lower league areas. Hopefully he'll be able to get a better spot today. Patan did back last week. Today we're going to be on the Suwon circuit in South Korea. We're looking at rain. There's been a bit of rain from the free practice sessions. We got to be at least 90% during the free practice. However, that rain has stopped and will be decreasing throughout this race. Right now we're at 35%, but we'll expect to get dry to at least halfway through the race. But we'll see what's going to be happening and how people are going to be using their strategies today. And harsh during the end of this race. Anyways, anything you guys want to say before we start this race up?
New and improved. We now have front wings that can be fixed during the pit stops. Last weekend that wasn't an option to the driver. Now it's available to them. So we should see some strategical pit stops and pit stops based on mistakes from the drivers. So an interesting dynamic added.
The McLaren just
All
drove.
right.
The McLaren's driving down the wrong way on the grid. Is that okay for forming the grid?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they're gonna be affected too much by that, but it seems as though everybody's starting to get into grid. It looks like they're tired of waiting, and
Yep.
sooner or later we're gonna be starting this race off.
So I'm going to be running the intro sequence quickly as we get ready for Suwon, the second round of Ion Formula 1 Season 3. Hello everyone and welcome to the slightly higher above the equator than we were last week, as this is the Korean Grand Prix, which is the second round of Ion Formula 1 Season 3. The Suwon International Circuit is one of the newest on this season's calendar, with the long sweeping S of turns 1 and 2 feeding you into the extremely tight right-hander of turn 3, which takes you onto one of the longest straights we will see this season. Plenty of elevation changes to worry about as well, as the Ferrari drivers were complaining about some bumps in free practice which have hopefully been rectified. The DRS zones for this track are on the long back straight, as well as the slightly shorter one that darts quickly through the middle of the track. There is officially an average of 34% chance of rain, which of course means that there will be a 66% chance of clear skies. The dry compounds of the softs, mediums and hards are on standby for the first round of pit stops, as well as the treaded tyres of the intermediates for light rain and the heavies, and the wets, apologies, for heavy rains. Unsurprisingly, Decare is currently leading the championship on his way to what he wants to be his third in the F1 league. His Ferrari teammate Kai Kara is also second, as the constructor already has more than double the points of second place, their junior team, Novena. Dance is third in the championship after a pole position last week and ending up in the bottom step of the podium, and everyone else after Build of Worlds is currently unclassified.
Yes.
So here we are, safety car out in front, being joined by Shea and Kashmir today. How are you guys doing?
We're doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Not much happening at the moment. It's after last week, it's pretty much how we were seeing the end of season 2. Ferrari is still leading the constructors. Audi are doing quite good. However, Velour, they're currently running 4th, and they were 11th last season. So could this be a new birth of some new talent?
That is true. It seems like a lot of people had their cars crash out in the last week, and they're looking to have some more consistency through this track. However, the rain is going to be affecting them, as we are right now on a 35% track water. We're looking to see that dry up through the end of this race, and we'll see if people can hold on to their cars by then. Right now, it seems as though we're just waiting on Scuppins to get on the grid, and it seems like he has. Red Star has put in the Timmy_2 is going to be doing a start from pit by the looks of it, or is going to start from the back. Oh, yep, I believe he is starting from the back. All right.
Alright, looks like we're still having some issues with people trying to grid up for whatever reason.
Fast is starting to lose his mind today.
Yeah. I mean, I'd lose my mind too if you can't just simply go to the grid. You have a grid position, and your job is to drive to it. All
Seems
right,
like
we were
people
waiting for
aren't.
one more driver.
Seems like they're not filling in those open grid spots either.
We have 2 cars missing from the grid, it looks like, right now. One's coming to the grid right now.
Who could those be, I wonder? Let's see what those grid positions are. That is going to be 20th and 22nd. So if we go look in the qualifying real quick.
We are getting ready for the
20th is
formation lap.
Derp Nation, and 22nd is Wizard. And here comes Derp Dino. But we're still waiting on Wizard. I believe that is a Red Star driver. Oh, but I believe Timmy actually took his place, so that means the full grid is up and we're starting our formation lap now.
All right, finally. Didn't know it was so hard for one person to remember one number.
Well, a lot of these people are still kids, so they've got a ways to learn. But now that we're
Unbelievable.
starting our formation lap, let's talk a little bit more about this track and some of these problem areas. For example, I believe that this first corner has been causing a lot of trouble for a bunch of these drivers during the free practice runs.
Yeah, turn 1 and turn 2, some massive bumps going in to the third corner.
A lot of people are still trying to get used to this new set of increasing and decreasing slopes. I also believe that the DRS zone, or at least the beginning of it with that S curve on the DRS zone 2, has been making a lot of drivers a little unhappy, saying there's been a bit of a bump in that area to cause a lot of people to spin out.
Yeah, hopefully we see some great crashes today. That's what I'm excited for.
I'm expecting some drivers to start going on some higher downforce setups with a lot of, I'd say at least about 120-degree curves.
Pretty much
Definitely.
everyone running intermediates at the moment.
But we should be seeing that change during the course of the race, with conditions set to dry out midway through the race. So we get to see what people do in terms of strategy, who goes long, who goes short, and who goes for the best
pit
hits.
stops to care.
6 last race, actually. Let's see if he does 6 more this race. Not as wet as last weekend, but should be a good one to watch anyway.
It's a little unorthodox how many pit stops he's been doing, but nobody can argue with the fact that he was able to get first in that race.
Yep, without a doubt.
Even if the championship was based off of the amount of pit stops you did, Dakar would still be in the lead.
That is true.
So who are you guys looking out for this weekend?
Well, considering that I missed the qualifying session, I'm not really sure what order everyone is in. However, I believe that is an E-Spirit of Castorings right behind Dakar. Has he qualified P2?
I think we should watch out for Professor Bloxer. He's been looking quite rapid all weekend. Let's see if he can keep up that consistency during the race. What about you, Sheye?
I believe so, but we'll only have to see what happens during this race, as we haven't even started it yet. Once we start seeing these people get out and going full speed, we might be able to see what kind of happens during that, how they start settling out.
Definitely.
I believe I'm hearing from the Alexander, one of the Ferrari's engineers. He might be wanting to talk to us about the strategies that Ferrari's been holding.
All right, so let's see if we can get him in the server.
I'll bring him in real quick.
Okay, we have an issue.
What's going on? Oh, it seems there's an issue with the leaderboard. Nobody's been initialized on the leaderboard yet. It looks like we're having a problem we had in GT3 last week.
See if we can quick fix this.
Alright, so it seems as Alexander will only be talking to us after the race, as he wants to talk to his team while this race starts.
Okay.
There we
Should
go,
be good
everyone's loading back up.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, everybody's been initialized now, so we should be good to start the race. Hopefully we don't have any problems once this race actually starts. But now we're
Yep.
just waiting for the starting lights. And here we go.
Session has been green flagged.
Getting ready for them lights. I can see one.
And here they come.
5 lights. And they've gone off, and we are away for the Korean Grand Prix. Dakar gets a good start, and the E-Spirit is looking to be ahead. A bit slow for both Ferraris, however Dakar is falling back slightly. Kai Kerr is
Looks
getting
like
around the
Castronics
outside
gets
there.
into the lead.
Castronics getting a far lead on from everybody else as he starts hitting into that corner before the first DRS zone where the slipstreams are going to start playing.
Yeah, Cass is going ham right now.
The
Didn't
Brand
expect to see
Stars
that from
currently
Cass.
heading the midfield along with the Novenas, and the Aston Martins are also getting in the mix there.
SS2 Goku in the Audi taking the escape road.
He's going faster than my camera can hold it.
This is a very good start for E-Spirit. Let's see if they can hold up this lead
And we
that
come
they
into
have
the easy
at the
corners
moment.
and then into the S corners. This is where we might start seeing some drivers have some issues.
Dakar
Yeah,
and
and running in the-
Castronics fighting.
And in the rain, running in the dirty air, it's going to really start killing some tires. So Dakar manages to get back ahead of Castronics after losing out on first place from pole
Those
position there.
drivers are doing well, but the Lotus driver seems that is going to be... Yes, that is Landstroid. He fell into the grass on that second DRS zone.
Yep. A lot of drivers going wide into turn 5, I think that was back there.
Now it looks like Dakar is still holding strong with his Spirit, Audi, and Brandstar behind him as they come into the last few corners of the first lap.
Yep,
Let's watch this
Dakar-
final curve. I've seen a lot of people having some issues on this final stretch. Here they come. Dakar completely missing it. His Spirit taking it, Brandstar taking it.
Everybody in the background looking okay so far. Now what you want to look out for is the slipstream effect on the back straight. That's a very long straight, and slipstream is very powerful around here. So let's see what Cass can make, and Cass spinning, almost half spin, manages to catch it, but loses a lot of time to Dakar, and that's not what he's going to want. That's the dirty air I was telling you about. When you run behind the car in front, you lose downforce.
Dakar has got a considerable amount of lead so far.
Yep.
But anybody behind him is going to start using that slipstream on this DRS zone. And here
Yep,
comes his Spirit and Audi.
Yeah, so the rest of the field should close up on Dakar again. The gap is 1.6 seconds between Dakar and Cass at the last timing line. Let's see what it is now.
I'm just
5.
going to hope that Dakar can actually hold itself. He doesn't crash any time during this race.
Dakar
the
is
leaderboard
going
reporting
off
that Dance
into
is in
the
the lead.
distance.
That's interesting.
I don't think that's entirely accurate.
That might be a bit of user lag.
Yeah, so I guess we'll just wait until we get the correct times coming around the second sector here.
Let's watch Dakar real quick as he hits that sharp 20-degree corner. Actually, that might be more of a 45-degree. I'm sorry. Dakar is lagging up, but he's back in front now and set a fastest lap.
Yeah, and 1.4 Dance is we're gonna need to check that. We're gonna have to keep an eye on that, because I don't think that's entirely correct.
Well, we still got a few laps before we can start making that judgment call. I'm going to see if I can follow them with a heli. Ooh, somebody took that final circle corner a little wide. That looked to have been F1 fan with the Novena team, or as I would like to call it, the fan team, as his co-driver, TDM fan.
Down in 13th, not too lucky of a number right there. We are missing 14th. 15th is tied between PDX and Prime.
Kakira taking the corner wide in the second corner, losing a bit of time. Standing so far is still Ferrari, Spirit, Audi, and Brandstar.
Scuppins
Kakira
is falling all the
behind
way
them.
to the back. P22 currently. How long is it going to take for him to be lapped?
Looks like
is
he has
that?
damage.
Oh, it looks
I
like
think
his
Scuppins is
tire has
out.
been destroyed.
Yep, Steppins is out
He
of this
is
race.
boxing.
So that is one driver out for BMW Sauber. I do not believe he can change his tire by the pit stops. That's only going to be a front wing damage.
Nope, watching him come through here, yeah, his tire is definitely down.
And both
Nope,
of
he
the
is out of this
Velours
race.
are struggling as the real body boy got damage. He's pulled over.
Oh, yep, he's at the side of the road. And yep, he's got damage as well. That's 2 out. That's the Valor and the BMW. Mercedes versus BMW, essentially, right there. Alright, well, he is out of the race.
And he has driven the
that is
wrong way
heartbreaking.
into the pit lane to retire.
Decare getting a considerable lead. I'd say that is at least 5 seconds of lead behind that Spirit.
Yeah, 6.8 to be specific. I think there's a really good battle here between third place right now, between Paddy Kuro and Dance, last weekend's pole sitter. Kai Kerr is even getting into the mix. This is quite the battle going on right here. 35% the track water right now. We expect that to reduce sometime during this middle of this race here. So I guess we have to see how this plays out. Pit stop strategy is obviously not coming into play yet, but teams definitely fueled up to the max. So this isn't as fast as you'll see the cars. Time should come down during the end of the race. Low fuel and slick tires.
Both
That is
McLarens
true.
currently running P15 and P17, only being separated by Cool Plug Alt in the Red Star.
And here they come again to the first DRS zone for, I believe, the third lap. Decare still flying down that track. He is getting a considerable lead. I think I'd say that's about 8 seconds now.
No way.
And here it comes to the 5th and 6th corners.
Almost 8. It's 7 right now. In about a lap or so, it definitely will be about 8.
Anybody else going to have any trouble on this 5th and 6th corner? Let's find
Ooh,
out.
that here goes wide. He goes deep into the corner. Almost hits
Well,
our
that's-
cameraman there.
Well, as long as he doesn't crash out.
Should be good.
This is going to be a very interesting race
Everybody
if the
taking
car
this
makes a
S corner
mistake.
really good now.
So yeah, this battle for second is absolutely crazy. We've got 4 cars battling for 1 position. Kaikera in the back. See what he can do from there.
No new crashes as of yet.
Everybody keeping all 4 tires on the road.
I'm sure BMW Sauber and Valor right now are having some strict talks in their pit garages.
That BMW was the only
That's highlighted.
BMW out on the track. However, Velour do have Project User currently going around in P20.
Hang on a second, somebody off the track. Is that the Relighter? Yes, it is. Went into the grass and is falling back into last now.
What position?
I believe that is the last position. So I'd expect at least 22nd or so. I don't know, we don't got leaderboards in a helicopter, my guy.
2019. Currently just behind Project User.
As long as he can stay on this track for the whole league, he has a chance of getting some points off of this round,
Yep.
depending on how many people crash out on this race.
See, huge huge DRS train from 9th all the way down to 18th. There's about 7 or 8 cars here going down the main straight right now.
We'll
All
see
with
if they can use
DRS.
that to their benefit
Yep.
as we watch them coming to the 5th and 6th corners.
Currently looking at number 11th place TDM fan here in this train. We got
Oh.
SS2 Goku PDX almost.
Spirit almost taking it off the track.
Yep, that was PDX almost putting it into the barrier there. Very close.
Struggling for traction on that car on that corner.
We've got the 2 Novenas running back to back essentially here. 9th and 11th right now. That's an unlucky number.
Decare still holding a sizable lead from everybody else right now. Everybody is struggling to keep up with him. You gotta wonder if that is Lewis Hamilton on a Roblox account.
The car was
French.
rounding starting the first corner just as Castronix was rounding the last. So they were pretty much one straight apart.
Looks like Dakar has the speed and the consistency.
I see somebody falling behind on the back. I think that's a McLaren driver. Yes, it is.
Mm.
McLaren, Lotus, Brandstar, and is that Valor? Yes, it is. So their Valor is back in the back with their other driver having crashed out.
Yep. Looking at 5th place Kai Kara now in the battle.
McLaren taking that third corner a little wide, losing some traction.
Finally on board with Kai Kara here. Currently behind Paddy Kuro. The almost spinning it. Very close to spinning it.
Those last back two wheels just getting a bit too much wheel spin, sliding him out slightly.
Yep.
There goes an Aston Martin as well.
Nope, both Aston Martins are fine. We got a TDM fan going wide. Yeah, but as I was saying, Kai Kara behind Paddy Kuro, the Season 1 F2 championship winner. That's a mouthful and a half. Ooh, meanwhile, we have a battle between Dance and Cast right now, going into one of the penultimate corners.
As they hit that final curve, we'll see if one of them loses their traction.
Yep, here we go.
No, but it looks like they're going to stay off that curb.
Yep, and Cast is clearly in the lead here. As we got Dance here pulling up on the outside. Can he make it around the corner and ahead of Castronics? Castronics keeping the inside. Which line is the better line? Dance cuts back, and now he's on the outside again. He's taking the karting lines as Dance. The wider line gives you more downforce and more speed, and it looks like it's Dance that comes out ahead. Ooh, these guys are neck and neck right now. Absolutely neck and neck. The number 37 and number 6, not Brandstar, oopsie, Spirit and Audi team here.
I believe that is Dan in the 37.
Yeah, with the Brandstar of Paddy Kuro just behind. Again,
Dakar behind him.
Yep. Last season's championship winner in F2.
And here comes Dakar down 5th and 6th, upwards to the second DRS zone as he hits under that 7th corner.
Dakar is just running in single player at this at the moment.
He thinks this is a single player game on easy. I'm just saying.
He's doing hot laps. He's got the AI on easy. You know, Dakar is just cruising at this point.
You think he'd be already running in real life F2?
Yeah, real life FE. No, he'd be better than some of those drivers over there.
He's coming onto the 14th corner, I believe.
Ooh, someone's saying they got the tire glitch. Who is in the pits? Nobody is in the pits. Are we okay? What's going on here? I don't think
somebody might be out on the field with some bad tires, not able to change them.
PDX.
Oh, hang on a second. Who's this? PDX in 16th position.
Let's take a look at PDX. Yeah, PDX in 20th position. Let's take a look at how he's driving. Does he really have the tire glitch?
He's going super wide.
Yep. Got the tire glitch.
From my experience, that tire glitch doesn't change unless you respawn your car, so that might be him out of the race.
Tire glitch, if you pit again, it should fix it.
And he's about to be lapped by Dakar.
Pre-practice. I don't think there's anything you can do about that.
Yep. Other than the fact that you can't see your tires, and you probably shouldn't leave the pits if it's empty. But yeah.
Sometimes a glitch happens and there's nothing anybody can do about it. It's just how it is. And it's some bad luck. And here we see, is that Dakar coming to the 5th and 6th?
Ooh, breaking news from Builder. Cast scripted so that you get damage. The part duplicates itself, ungroups itself from the car and unanchors while the original is still collide and turn invisible. News from Builder, how to develop a league when Builder can't even develop anything himself.
Yeah, we're seeing some pit stops, I believe.
The Lotus are pitting, the McLarens are pitting.
90 degrees parallel to the track, or sorry, perpendicular to the track. He manages to keep it out of the wall though.
Well, that's good. He can hold that tires.
Loses position to Kai Kara though. And I believe Professor Bloxer.
From last week's race after sliding out of the pit exit.
Professor Bloxer. He is fighting with Cast, it looks like. Or no, that is PDX.
Yeah, PDX.
A few
struggling to
people
get
have
a
already
car.
pit. I believe I saw both Lotus drivers pitting and a McLaren driver. We
That
might see some more during
was
this next lap.
Toots, I
Yep, here we are,
believe.
Decare pitting. Is he going
Alright.
for new tires?
Well, we have the. Ooh, well, I mean, it's possible to go onto the dries right now. Let's see if he's brave enough to go onto the dries. We know the track is drying up. Will he be brave? He will be
He's
brave.
onto
He
the
goes onto
dries.
The hard, slick tires. Dakar goes onto, puts himself down into 3rd position on the leaderboard, but
And
he
here
comes
comes
up
an
behind.
Aston Martin as well. Professor
no.
Blockster.
Comes out behind Paddy Kuro, so that means he's down in 5th position right now.
His co-driver, however, is not going for new tires. Fernand, I
he's-
believe that is.
Oh,
What happened to Fernand? Oh, that's a bit of lag.
all right.
I don't think we've had any new crashes so far.
Nope.
Well, it seems like these tires... Oh, wait, no, I take that back. There has been a crash. If we look on the DRS Zone 2, Toots 879 is in the wall and is stuck and has reset. That is going to be him out of the race.
Who?
DRS Zone 2, Toots 879 and McLaren.
Right, in 18th position. Yep, that's Toots out of the race. Can't see his car, but yep, he's out of
he
the race.
reset. He hit that corner and could not control his car, it looks like.
Yep.
There's going to be another person out of the race. I believe that is now 3 people out. Prime Drifter hopefully going to avenge his co-driver and get a faster position, hopefully somewhere in the top 10. As we watch him go into the DRS Zone 1,
Who are you
being
looking at there,
tailed by
D-Pod?
Valor. I'm sorry?
Question to D-Pod. Who are you looking at there?
Currently trying to get on board with the leader. The game locked up for a second.
All right, I think we should watch this cast and dance battle here. I like this battle a lot. They've been
They're coming
pretty
into
much
the final
identical.
corner. They're in corner 15.
Yep, they've been
And who's
pretty
that
much
behind
stuck
them? Is that
together.
Kakara? Oh, Cast changing his tires.
Yep. So he's gonna do the undercut. See if he can get away.
I'm guessing Dan's still on intermediates. Yes, he is. And so is Kakara, and so is Patrick Kuro.
So Dakar, the only one brave enough to go into the slicks.
Well, depending on what
Castronics has
Cast
gone
goes.
on to the selects as well.
I believe he's gone on the mediums.
Yeah, looks like it.
And who's this coming up to the corner 7? Is that? Yes, it is. That is the Relighter 12. Still in the race with his co-driver. I don't think I should be saying co-driver. I think that's his partner, more or less.
Teammate.
Yes,
correct
teammate.
word.
There we go. That's a good one to use.
Yes, sir. Co-driver sounds like there's 2 people in the car. These are single seaters.
Man, imagine 2 people have 2 cars.
They can
I mean,
sit
they
on
made
top
one.
of the airbox, can't they?
Well, they have like an F1 experience car. It's like a double seater. You sit behind the driver.
New league F1 limo.
Yeah. Sounds
All right.
close.
Anyways, Kakara coming up to the 9th corner.
Dan's leading this race.
Dan and leading the race. Well, I mean, Decare did do a pit for hard tires, so that's not surprising to me.
The Andy
Well,
team
here
are probably
comes the
now telling
strategy.
him not to box because he'll win the race.
Is this SS2 Goko coming up to the corner 7? I believe it is.
Love
So
it.
Dan's probably going to extend his strategy and do a one-stop if he can get into the middle of the race.
That's going to be a very risky strategy.
The risk
especially
of
on
that
a
one
track
stop,
like
he could
this.
get swallowed up by Kaikera and then Dakar if he charges through third
Lotus
and
hits
second.
the wall, but it seems like he keeps on going on that DRS Zone 2. That is Roe 09.
But yeah, speaking about that, we are on lap 11 right now. To get halfway through this race, he only has to do 2 more laps before pitting. So he's got 8 seconds on Dakar, and Dakar will have to pit again unless those hard tires really work for him. But that's what the teams have been doing all weekend. They've been collecting data, they've been crunching the numbers, so they should know how long all these tires go through the race.
Yeah.
And looks like
That is
Dakar has
right.
probably calculated it correctly.
Starting to see an advantage over the hard tires instead of staying on mediums.
Yeah, so we have one driver on mediums and one driver on hards. Dakar pitting early definitely does need those hards. but how much pace will he lose as a result, especially in these intermediate
Well, them
conditions?
being on mediums and hards, you gotta wonder if they're still doing some testing in this race.
Oh, we have a car backwards. That is one of the. Is that Kupla Go? It is Kupla Go. He manages to get back on track. Looks like he is okay to continue going.
He's sliding,
I
he's
believe he's
sliding, he's gone into the wall. And he's
Ooh.
rotated that car right around.
Which corner are we talking about here, boys?
Car or 18, 18th place, Kupla Alt in the number 33 car.
What team?
Red Star.
Red Star, yes sir.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm gonna keep my helicopter over 5th and 6th corner, see if we see any action so far. This seems to be the place where we've seen the most amount of issues.
And Cool Plug going wide again.
Having major issues is Kupla Go.
Everybody's been able to hold it on this corner.
El Sonic said, "Can we restart?" No.
No.
No way.
Oh shoot! That's a Zint driver getting kind of slippy on that 5th corner.
Oh, Kandai.
It might be.
In 12th
Yes, it
place.
is.
Oh, hits the bump too. All right, so we are on lap 12 right now, and it looks like Dance indeed does pit. So he's doing the one stop. What tire does he go on to? 20% track water right now. Does he stay on the intermediates? He goes on the mediums.
Interesting strategy.
The
Makes me wonder
medium's
what
going to be
Ferrari's
the
doing
right
for
call.
strategy. And speaking of that, it seems like Alexander wants to do a interview with us in a second.
Okay, well, let's see if we can get him in here.
I'll let
I'll
you
trust-
guys know when he's ready.
All right, I will trust Shay to set that up.
All right. And
Okay,
here we are. We're going to have Alexander joining us real quickly. Oh, I can't add him in, Cash. You got to do it. There we go.
Got it. Welcome to the commentary box.
Alexander, engineer for Ferrari. Welcome to the Alexander box. Say hello.
And unmute yourself.
That too.
All right, well, I will wait for that.
Looks like he's having some. Seems like he's muted for some reason.
Yep.
Having
Okay,
some
we'll come back.
difficulties.
We will come back to that. Meanwhile, any close battles on the track?
Everyone seems to have spread out a little bit. Castronics has got a nice gap to Audi.
Yep,
The two Aston Martins are running side by side.
In 12th place, we have a battle for 11th, I believe this is.
Cash, I believe you need to change up some roles real quick. Seems like he's suppressed.
Nope, he's unmuted now. Alexander.
Alexander.
Yes, hello,
welcome.
hello. Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Sorry for the troubles. So how's your strategy going for Ferrari right now? I've noticed that Taker's been on hards while Kakera's on mediums. Do you guys have a strategy for that?
Yeah, so currently we were not communicating with each other, like Kakera and the Care. So I was insisting for the Care to box on inters, because we expected the rain to fall out after another stint on the inters. But he was really keen on stretching the hards, even on the wets. And it looks like the strategy is not really paying off right now, because Patrick will be faster, and Kakera as well.
I mean, Dakar is leading right now by 8 seconds. Do you think he can go to the end?
Yeah, the gap was over 14 before the pit stops, so he did lose time. But yes, we are expecting him to go to the end, and
Okay.
it's looking good right now. But
Alright.
Sounds good.
we might see Patrick and Kakera doing some battles, or even boxing once again for mediums or softs, if they decide that the hards don't last.
All right,
Still-
Alexander. Final
All right,
question
thank
to you. Do we think we can do a 1-2 for Ferrari again, 2 weekends in a row?
Not sure. It's looking fine because the gap is only 2 seconds with Cast and Kakera, but we always have to stay negative. But if it happens, we'll be happy.
All right, we'll let you get back to your commentary roles. I know you have to run the strategy team. Don't fuck up like Ferrari you normally do.
Yeah, I make sure it doesn't happen.
Awesome. All right, thank you so much for coming
Cheers,
down.
guys. Cheers, guys.
Awesome.
Let's hope that
And
Ferrari
while-
haven't compromised Taker's race then.
However,
Awesome.
somebody who has been compromised, I've gotten word from Capitan Bo. It seems like Cool Plugout has been the second person to get the tire glitch.
Yeah, we
He's
saw him
running with
struggling.
Red Star.
Yeah, we saw him struggling. He was almost hitting the wall. It does look like he managed to pit again and fix his issue. I think the drivers just need to really pay attention to what their tires are doing.
The one thing that these engineers need to do is make sure that these guys go out on hundreds. I believe that their tire wear goes up to 1,000 by the time they change, but it only starts going back to that 100 once they get off that line.
Exactly. You'll notice if it's zero from the pit wall of the tire. The engineers do have access to that data, so not sure what they're doing down at Red Star, but Cost cool plug out quite a lot of positions. He's running in 19th
Hold on a
place right
second.
now.
Project User with Valor. 2 of his tires are gone
Oh, damn.
on that 7th corner.
Right in the middle of the race, yep.
He is right in the middle of the
DNF for
track.
him.
Yep.
All right,
Let's
somebody
see.
needs to get Project User off the track. Was that a red? We might need a yellow flag.
He is not
Position
going
is right
anywhere.
Man, he is stuck on that track. Those 2 tires being dead is going to keep him stationary.
PDXS has to make up 100 seconds in order to gain that position.
I look on the leaderboard right now. It seems as we go to Karen Kakarin's first and second with Dan Zahajic right behind them and Castronics. And the safety car seems to be out right now due to that Valor being on the road. So these drivers are going to have to start slowing down. Seems like some are coming into the pits.
The Reladder is currently changing their tyres from the intermediates. Let's see what slicks they're putting on. And they have respawned.
Project User still in his car. He has not left the track yet. Somebody on his team might need to start telling him to respawn that car. He has no way. And there he goes. He's out. The car sits stationary, waiting for the removal.
Dakar coming
There it
out
goes.
of the pit lane. Onto the mediums. Dakar and Kaikera and I both on the mediums.
Alright, track is clean. We're just waiting for the safety car to bring them all together. And here we can see our standing so far. It seems like that's going to be Kakara, Dan. Dakar is in 3rd, with Patrick Kuro right behind him. Here comes Novena. Is that TDM fan? Yes, it is.
TDM fan.
Who's behind him? Ah, here he is. Is that PDX? No, that's Cast. Behind him, I believe, is going to be SS2 Goko.
So what I'm hearing is Dakar pit again under safety car.
I believe that might be the case.
Dakar, yeah,
Just
Dakar
now.
pit, and he's now running the mediums like his teammate is.
And so is Patrick Kuro. And oh, Dan's the same way. Seems like everybody's going on those mediums for these few laps. We still have about 12 left to go.
Leaderboard seems to be bugging a bit. It says that Dance is 41 seconds ahead of Kagera. Dance is doing a green sector somehow.
Interesting.
I know what happened.
Wonder how many pits he's done so far. Oh. Oh, I see. I think Relader is out of the race.
Can we double
Yes,
check
he
what
is.
happened with that?
Relader had a disconnect. So that is one of the Brandstar drivers out of the race. I'm not sure. Is he able to continue the race?
Okay, timer fixed itself.
Cash.
Safety car is
Hold on,
coming in
what?
this lap.
Do you believe a driver is able to continue his race after he gets a disconnect if he can get back on the field?
I don't really think so, honestly.
Oh, well, that's a bummer for Brandstar then.
Yeah.
Now all their hopes are on Patrick Crew. Hopefully he doesn't have another mishap like he did last week.
No offence to the Regadder, but his teammate is most definitely more talented due to him currently being in P4 heading the midfield.
Well, I believe Brandstar didn't have much choice in that matter, as Capitan Bo did leave them for Centauri. Then again, Capitan Bo didn't really get any points either, so nothing of value was lost.
Kaikera currently in front of the Audi and his teammate Dakar, the championship leader. He's currently running the mediums as well as Dakar. What times
Most
are the Audi
importantly,
running?
all the drivers from 1st till 10th are all running mediums now.
They're all going to be
Interesting
with the
strategy.
same level of car then.
I wonder if everybody's starting to follow Ferrari's footsteps.
Well, Ferrari definitely pulling a gap, so if they're following in Ferrari's footsteps, they're doing a pretty bad job.
Well, let's see if Dakar can pull that gap again. Now that the safety car is out, everybody is more bunched together again.
Surprisingly, it's actually Kaikeru who's pulling the gap right now.
His Spirit Cast had a bit of a slip on that one.
Does Kaikera have a win in Ion?
Have a what?
Win.
Kaikera does have one win. He's got a win in Season 1. No wins in Season 2, but that definite one win in Season 1 definitely means a lot to him.
Wonder if that win was before Dakar was part of the Ion.
I think Dakar was sick that weekend.
Oh, well, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
Is this could this be the first time Kaikera has won in front of Dakar?
Well, he's got 10 more laps.
Let's not jinx it yet. We've still got a good amount of laps left in this race.
10 to be specific.
Because I'm following Kakar right now in the helicopter cam.
I am so confused. Where did this pace come from Kaikera? Kaikera setting 2 purple sectors.
I think this might be a strategy 7.
He unlocked his inner Lewis Hamilton just now.
I didn't know upgrades were starting to take effect already.
The Croatian gods are coming.
Yep. The gap is currently 2.3 seconds. I'm curious to see what that is at the end of the sector here.
I'm starting to wonder if we should start calling the Ferrari team the Care team, because we have Kaikera and Dakar in it.
Attack of the Ks. Ooh,
the only
Kaikera trying to break the
thing to
slipstream.
care about is getting a win in this season.
We see Kaikera trying to break the slipstream there by going to the outside of the track. The gap has okay, the gap is questionable.
Audi
and here
are
we go.
really
5th and 6th corners for Kakera. Can he hold it?
Audi are really putting difficulty onto Dakar. They are keeping up with
Dakar
him.
gets second. And yet again, it's a 1-2 for Ferrari right now. Everybody seeming to hold steadfast on that 5th and 6th corner.
As the positions go, I think that would mean that Kaikera and Dakar are both going to be, if they finish like this, they're both going to be in the exact same order in the championship. The exact same position. What would you do in that?
They will be tied for points.
What would you do in that case? Because they're tied for points, they're tied for positions, they're tied for entries. What do you base that off of?
At that point, I think we just go off of who got there first. So I think Dakar would still technically lead the championship.
Okay.
At the end of the race, though, let's just hope they don't get first and second back and forth, because then that'd be a really confusing one to go by.
Well, we'll still have plenty of races for that to settle out.
Yep, without a doubt.
Surprisingly, Ferrari has been holding very strong during these races, even with water playing effect. They haven't had any crashes.
And surprisingly, Kaikera is still managing that gap. What is going on right now?
Did Dakar and Kakara swap bodies?
They probably swapped accounts is what happened.
Or maybe Dakar's just holding back in order to let Kakara have the limelight.
It's going to be the Formula E virtual races all over again.
Oh.
I don't believe we've had any more crashes so far. How many people are still on the track?
It's a good question,
I
sir.
believe we go all the way back down.
Oh
to...
no! Kakira goes in the grass.
Did you jinx that? Did you jinx that?
He goes
No,
into the
I
grass.
believe it is you who jinxed it, D-Pod.
but he
But
does
he
make
has
it back.
still held it. He has still held it, so it's not too bad.
He does still have
He's still in
position
front.
for now. Let's not say any more on the Ferraris because I want it to end like this.
Well, let's talk about Audi then. Second in the constructors, I believe.
They're only running P3 for Dance and P10 for SS2 Goku.
Yeah, SS2 Goku, 10th place, while his teammate is 3rd. SS2 Goku being a championship winner in F1C, the league that has a very close affiliation to Ion, and also being in Fastest League.
Which league is that?
Fasta F1 is what we call it.
Interesting.
Yep, so F1C ran by Kashmir Q and Fastest League ran by Fasta, turned into Ion, and SS2 Goku was in both leagues, running in 9th position. He made up a place. And lost it again. He goes back down into 10th.
Is this right? Professor Bloxer into P3?
Oh,
I
hold
heard
on a
that Little
minute.
Pottengreg has spun.
Oh, looks like he has, but Professor Blocks are into P3.
Could
Finally,
this be the first podium for Aston Martin of the season?
I mean, we do know that Professor Bloxer uses a keyboard.
I mean, we do know that I've just said it, which means it's not going to happen.
Well, I mean, if
Well,
he's
let's watch that 5th and 6th corner again. I'm just saying. Everybody
through
seems to
this.
have been having trouble in this corner. Could this be the make or break?
Yep, this is the deadly corner right here. I'm watching the Ferraris right now because this is the corner where everybody dies. Dakar is closing his Kaikara.
That's in the grass.
All right, is he gonna be able to? and
Kaikara
Dakar passes
behind his teammate.
Professor takes it nice and easy.
Yep,
Oh, there goes his sprint.
the two Ferraris go side by side.
Castroik's going off. It's all going to mayhem in these last few laps.
Without a doubt, we've got 7
We still
laps
got 8
left.
laps left to go.
Kaikara was really pushing. You could tell he wanted that win. Is he now going to start pushing to try and get ahead of his teammate again? Or can Takar pull ahead?
But in the dirty air, it's extremely hard to follow people, as we saw Dakar not being able to make any advances on Kaikara until he made a mistake. Kaikara just needed to hold on to it. Doesn't look like he was able to do it. Let's see if he's able to stay close enough to actually challenge Dakar for the win. We definitely have to get the Ferrari boys in here at the end to see what happened with them.
That is true.
Ooh, Kaikara having a snap after exiting the final corner. He hit that curb again.
Somebody. Oh no! Is that SS2 Goku is out of the race?
SS2 Goku is walking home.
He crashed out on that 11th and 12th corner, and his car is dead.
Yep, from 9th all the way to DNF. A typical position, finishing position for SS2
It
Goku.
seems like Dan has to hold on the. He has to hold his team together.
And it's Paddy Kuro. It's Paddy Kuro. Does he make it out?
He's
Paddy
still
Kuro, what do you
running.
mean?
He is still running. Is he going to
He's
get
still
swallowed
running.
up
He's
by
doing
Fanan?
well.
Yep,
Can he
going
get
to the
swallowed up by
TRX zone.
Fanan?
He hit. Yep, he hit the wall though. Let's see if he has a front wing or not. I'm gonna watch him going into this high-speed corner here. Let's see what he's capable of doing.
It seems like he might be running a little low. However, when he gets to that 5th and 6th, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. He's
Yeah, it
taking
looks
it
like
wide, but he seems to be doing pretty fine.
Yeah, it looks like he just kept his front wing on.
However, no, he takes that pretty well as well. Okay.
Yep.
Looks like Petty Kuro's able to keep it up.
Yeah, as we see that
Now let's
bump,
watch
all the drivers are going
Everybody
over.
else.
Dance in the Audi is catching up to the Aston Martin of Professor
Lotus
Bloxer.
took the grass on that 6th corner.
I predict
But
the
he
next
seems to
crasher
be
is going to be
holding it fine.
Kaikara. I'm looking at the way he's driving. He's
Cash, I
swinging
swear
the
to
back
God.
out. He's swinging the back out every corner. That Ferrari looks as
Maybe
unstable.
he just wants to
Ooh.
give a bit of twerk. Come on, man.
You think he's doing the initial D show?
I mean, he's got to show off a show. He's already up in front anyways.
Will there be team
Ah.
orders at Ferrari to hold position and not fight in the risk of losing Kaikara's car?
I think Kaikara wants this
Oh,
position.
he's going for pits, though.
Oh, did he make a mistake, or is this a
Or maybe
strategy?
his front wing's off. Who knows?
Yeah.
Guess
See
we'll
if he's
find
got
out.
damage.
Now, I don't know if he has any damage. Let me check what his team's saying. Rap God is saying Kikura. Rip Kikura. I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out at the end of that race.
At the moment, it's P2 for Aston Martin, P3 for Audi.
and see what.
Interesting. And then P4 for Brandstar.
So I believe Kaikara should have gone out on the soft tires, considering we don't have that many laps to go. And what tires does he choose? The mediums. Interesting.
I guess
Being
he
very
really doesn't want to
conservative.
take a risk on that one.
They've
I mean,
already
he
been
was on those
risking it.
tires
He's
for
been
this whole
sliding on the
track.
grass. It's better just to take the car home in this situation.
That
Yeah,
is a
but
good point.
Ooh,
Oh,
that
the air
air.
slide.
Yeah,
Air sliding on that fast corner.
his tail kicked out completely.
And here he comes. Oh, he's getting a bit of wheel spin on that 6th corner.
Kaikara's
you can
down
tell
into
the tires
9th.
dying.
Daker's having problems. He's running
He's still
wide.
holding it. And
Yeah,
he's still
Dakar going deep.
very far up. Oh, Audi hit the wall. But I think he's still running.
Brandstar
I'm gonna
jumping
start watching
about.
this in 6th. I'm seeing some issues starting to pop up.
If Daker loses it, that could cost him a podium. He's not too far ahead of P2.
Wow, McLaren seems to be ahead of Kakera. What an interesting revelation.
How
Oh,
often
he's
do you
very
see a
slipping a bit as
McLaren ahead
well.
of a Ferrari when Ferrari do not make mistakes? Never. And Ferrari have
it'll
just
be
made a
VX.
mistake.
Uh-oh.
Hey man, Alexander promised us a Ferrari 1-2. I want my money back.
How much did he bet on that?
It might be him giving us money in this case.
Yeah.
Alright, and is that Kakera going up the first... No, that is Dakar going up the first few corners.
8
Kaikara
seconds
sets a
to
purple
P2
middle
from
sector.
P1. Kaikara still
Mm.
holds fastest lap.
Yep.
He's still got a long ways to go to get back to his teammate. Who is now
He's got-
coming into DRS Zone 1.
Ooh, he is catching his teammate though by about 4 seconds a lap.
Just gained
Is this a
on the
masterstroke
Lotus.
from Kaikara? I
And
think
he is
Dakar may have to
leagues
pit
away
again.
from
Less than
McLaren.
4 laps to get into the podium positions. He's got to make up 4 positions in 4 laps. Could he do
Yeah, so
one
this is
position a
gonna be-
lap?
Yep, this is going to be the battle to watch right now.
And we're
Kaikara
watching
coming
Dakar
back through
going
the
to
field.
5th and
He's
6th.
he's sliding out before that DRS zone slightly.
Yeah, I want to keep my
He's
eye
running.
on Kaikara.
That might be one of the issues people are having. They start hitting that DRS zone while they're still sliding, causing them to lose even more traction.
Yep, alright, so the gap
Patty
is
taking
24
that
seconds.
really wide, giving, I believe that's Dan, yeah, Dan, some time to catch up to Patty Kuro.
Yep, indeed. Kaikara is setting a personal best in the first sector, so he's still gaining time here, even in the dirty air of the Novena ahead of him.
Those medium tires might be doing him a lot of benefits.
So have we decided, is it F1 fan or is it FIFA fan?
I think F1 fan. I don't know why we'd call him FIFA.
If it was FIFA, it can't be FIFA fan because it would be FIFA.
Yeah, it's not FIFA fan, it would be FIFA.
FIFA N.
Wait, hang on a second, what is this? Did Cass get stuck on the 16th corner?
Cast. 14th. Oh, looks like it.
Oh god, that is East Spirit with their hopes and dreams down the drain.
They currently
Oh no!
do not have
No,
many
no, no,
points.
no. Cast, he crashed. His tire is gone.
Is it?
Yeah, look at his tire. It's into the ground.
I'm looking. Oh
Front
yeah, I
left.
see it. I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a crash.
Yep,
That
well,
is definitely a crash.
damn.
But
he
he's
was
off
running
the track, so there isn't going to be need for a safety car.
Yeah, and easy resets. He was running into some good positions as well. Well, there you go.
Well, that is true. East Spirit down on high hopes.
Kaikara is
Ooh.
sliding. Kaikara was
Yeah.
sliding. He held it though. He
Kicked it
held
back
it.
out.
That is
Is
going
that
to lose
the
him
second
time.
corner? Yes, it
That is
is.
not what he needs right now. He's in P6.
No,
he
it's
needs to
not.
get to P3
He's
for
got to
good
hold that as well as
points.
he can as he comes into this first DRS zone with everybody else. Where is Dakar?
He's
Oh,
up
he's
the
in
road
56.
ahead, 10 seconds ahead of P2, Professor Bloxer in the Aston Martin.
Dakar taking that corner very well. But he's not going to be able to use any sort of slipstream as he is leagues away from everybody else right now.
Kaikara passing Fanan in the DRS
Aston Martin having
zone.
some trouble in the second DRS zone. And here comes Patty Kuro and Dan.
4 laps left, Kaikara. You can
Kaikara?
make it.
There's 3 laps now at this point, or 3 and a bit.
3 and a
Yeah,
bit.
3.5. And you can see the podium right in front of him. He can see Dance. He can see Patty Kuro.
Surprisingly
of him.
enough, a lot of issues happening on the Sector 3 from a lot of these drivers.
Come on,
We'll
Kaikara,
be
don't
seeing
lose
another
it
one.
now.
I mean, this battle between Kaikara and the rest of the field is actually probably the most interesting battle on track right now.
Yeah, it's getting
Because
very
Kaikara comes-
heated.
Yeah,
Patty
as
Kuro,
Kaikara-
Dan, and Kakara are
You
starting
can see
to get
Kaikara
very
right
close to
behind
each other.
Patrick Kuro there.
I think the issue is most of these drivers are starting to hit the cliff with their tires, so Kaikara is just eating them up like it's AI on easy mode. As he makes another pass on the Audi there, he's got
I think
Brand
Ferrari
Star
should have
Paddy
fitted the
Kuro ahead of him
softs.
still.
I think Ferrari should have fitted the
Wait,
softs.
no! What was that? He cut that corner
Kaikara,
very hard.
Kaikara taking the escape roll. He went too deep there. I think that is allowed. You don't gain time from doing that. So yeah, Kaikara coming up to Paddy Kuro. This is for the podium place right now. 3 seconds behind. He's got 3 laps left now.
Could that be
He's just gotta
showing that
hold that- he's just
Kaikara
gotta
is
hold that
pushing too
place.
hard?
Paddy Kuro and Kakara are going to take that third position. However, it seems like Aston Martin's having a bit of issue on that third corner.
Let's do some research.
And here comes Kakara 5th and 6th.
Kaikara just slid. I nearly missed it.
Kakara just slid. Oh, I mean, he's still doing pretty well. He's getting into Patrick Kuro's slipstream right now. Making the most of it as well. And here comes Aston Martin in the 5th and 6th.
Okay, so here's the tire report. Kaikara is on 93% overall tires. Paddy Kuro ahead of him on 76%.
And
So
it looks
that's
like
14
Kaikara,
down.
they're
Just giving him
battling.
the pass.
They are battling.
Yep, that is Kakara up ahead of Paddy Kuro now.
Yeah,
Let's
with
see
more
if he can
grip.
hold that.
And he does around the outside in the Ferrari. What a drive from Kaikara coming back
Now
to
he's
the
actually
field.
got to cross the line in that position.
Well, let's see if he can get past Professor Blockster.
He's been pushing
He's gonna-
before. Can he push too hard and lose that position? You've got to keep your eyes out. Nothing is ever certain until he crosses that
Well,
finish
he's
line.
got that 90% tire wear, which is probably higher than anybody else right in front of him.
If I was in the
Here
Ferrari
comes Kakara in
strategy
the first and
team
second.
right
What lap are
now,
we
I'd
on?
be saying that they should have fitted them
25 for
softs because he could have gotten them
25
positions
or
a lot
26, so
earlier.
this is second to last.
So
Kakara's
we
still
have
holding strong.
we have
The only
Professor,
one,
Professor Blockster on 75% tire here. So I don't know if Kaikara is going to be able to close up that gap, but it looks like it's a pretty comfortable P2 for the Aston Martin team. Professor Blockster.
he's got to worry about pushing it too hard.
It's a 20
Yeah.
second gap. You can't make 20. There is no way Kaikara could make 20 seconds in one lap
Oh.
unless Professor Bloxer makes a mistake.
He's looking for a miracle right now.
Professor Blockster, and there's only a gap of about 5 seconds between those two.
Decare sliding
make
around
that
the
up in 2
long
laps.
corner. He's okay though.
And
He's
where is
still got his
Decare right now? Is
speed.
he in the 5th and 6th? There he is, yep.
Oh my god, they are so close on track. But Kaikara is right behind Professor Blockster.
He's
I
still
thought
at
it was-
least 2 seconds behind for me.
He can see him. Kaikara can physically see Professor Blockster. Let's see if this is one of the best comeback drives that we've seen in a while. Ooh, Professor Blockster! Going,
A little wide.
Just losing the back there. Ooh, as he goes over the bump. Let's see what Kaikara
He's
is going to
gone
be able to
wide,
do
he's
with the
gone
rest
Taking
of
it
the
a
tires
bit
here.
safe on those worn tires. Will Dan be able to make something out of that?
I think the battle to watch right now is Professor Blockster and Kaikara. There's one
Yeah.
lap left. Is Kaikara going to be
Same
able to do
tires.
it?
Kaikara's got a
We
lot
still
more
got a
grip
bit of
though.
time before that one lap, as Decare still hasn't finished that final corner.
But yeah, as D-Pod was saying, same tires, but Kaikara's are significantly fresher here.
And Decare
By
going
about
on to the
5 or 6
final
laps.
lap. Final lap has started.
Kaikara has one lap to make up 20 seconds and get ahead of Professor Bloxer. Can he do it?
Not 20 seconds.
No,
It's,
he's not.
gap
He's
to
got
leader.
more like 2 seconds now.
Oh,
Yeah, it's gap to leader, not interval. If you look on track, they're right behind each other.
yeah.
They are right behind each other. Kakara is struggling to keep up though, and it looks like Dan had an issue because he
That's
is
gone down to
considerably
1
behind
second then.
Patrick Kuro now, and is right next to Fernand.
Yep. Ooh,
Now we'll battle for
Kaikara.
5th or 4th actually.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm staying on board with this battle with Kaikara and Professor Bloxer.
I
Let's
am
see if
too, but
Professor
I'll keep
Bloxer-
watching the rest of the ring.
This is going to be a
All
fight
right.
to the line.
Yep. And here
They
we
are
go. So
next to
the,
each
the long
other.
DRS
Literally
zone.
next to each other. Kaikara is going to have a
Ooh.
very good sprint down here. Professor
Yeah,
Bloxer
he's
does
getting
not
that
want him
big
in his
slipstream
slipstream.
right now.
Yep, Professor Bloxer trying to swerve to get him out of the slipstream there.
Decare finishing up his DRS zone 2 as they start entering DRS zone 1.
Kaikara is still behind Professor Bloxer with more grip. These guys are toe to toe right now.
2
Professor
tenths.
Bloxer hold
2
on to P2.
tenths.
Oh,
Here comes the hard corners.
Oh, will either of
Oh,
them
he's gone
overpush?
past. He's gone past. If he
He's
can
gone
hold
past.
it.
Yeah, will he make any mistakes into the final corners?
Professor
got one more
Bloxer is
sector to hold it
fighting.
together.
Professor Bloxer does not want to lose that position.
Nope, they have to keep onto it. Professor Bloxer with the worn tires. Ooh, will Kaikera be able to hold onto it? Professor Bloxer goes wide. It does not look like it. Kaikera looks like he's comfortably ahead of Professor Bloxer now.
And here it comes. Decare had a
2
problem
seconds
on that
ahead
15th
now.
corner. He had a bit of a slip up, but it looks like it's not going to.
He's drifting through the last corner.
Decare now crossing the
And
line.
here comes Decare coming across the line, winning the Suwon Championship.
Dakar wins.
And here comes Kakera, 15th corner and 16th, with Professor Bloxer right behind him. It looks like Ferrari's gonna clinch, just barely clinch, that second, getting a 1-2 today.
Oh my God!
And
we
right
doubted
behind him is
Alexander.
Aston Martin.
And we doubted
Professor
Alex.
Bloxer getting the third, rounding off the podium. And what is this? Patrick Kuro in 4th.
Managing
Learning
to
from his
bring it back.
mistakes from last week and getting a 4th position, getting some points for his team.
Man, he's very happy about that. You see him
I'm sure
swerving
he's
across
very
the line.
happy.
All right, and Dance.
And here comes Dan
disappointing
and
fifth.
Fernan. And what is that? Is that TDM fan? Yes, it is. No, that's F1 fan. What happened to TDM? Where'd he go? Oh, he's right behind. He's down that 15th corner. And here they come down the line. And who's behind them? I believe that is Lotus. That is Rowie 09 right behind them. And behind that is his teammate Lance Droid, and behind that is going to be Zent. That is Kunde. Where's Greg? And there's Cool Plug out behind him. And there's PDX behind that.
Rounding out here. Is
And
that
I
everybody?
believe that might be everybody. I do believe that is going to be everybody.
P16
So that will
and
round
down
off
as
your
DNF'd.
standings. So as we can see, big points for Brandstar with their Patrick Kuro. Even bigger points for Aston Martin, getting 3rd and 6th. Decare and Kakara getting 1st and 2nd, getting the full amount of points that you can. Prime Drifter actually getting points for McLaren in 8th position.
And Kaikara gets
F1
fastest
fan and
lap.
TDM fan getting some lower positions in 7th and 10th, but getting points per each. Low Fun Grade getting that 9th position, getting points for Zent. Roy and Lance Joy with Lotus, however, not getting any points this round for their team,
Cool
sadly.
Plug out finishes the race on the intermediates.
Gets an upgrade points for his team, which he was not able to get last week. And then we've had almost a good third of the drivers completely ruined. Let's see if we can get Alexander back in.
Okay. As the drivers are now pulling up into the pen here. Not the playpen.
Here come the people into the podiums.
If we
All
could
right.
get a
I
helicopter
believe
shot, that'd be
Alexander is
fun.
ready for a post-race interview. Do we want to bring him in? Cash, can you do that?
Yep.
Looks like Patrick Kuro's gotten stuck on the podium wall. Alright, he's still muted. Ooh, and you can bring Decare in as well.
Yep. Okay,
They're
we
both
have
muted.
Jack
They're
there.
both muted.
Hello? There we go. Alright,
There's
sorry.
Decare, and now
yeah.
Alexander. Get Alexander.
There we go, boy.
Hey guys, welcome.
Hello, hello.
Congratulations on your win.
Hey,
Thank you very much.
yeah, thank you
Well,
very
up
much.
to Takir.
Hey,
So what was your
Alright,
mindset during those last few laps?
I'm still shocked of Kaikura's pace. Like he was like going away. He was pulling away on the safety car restart.
Yeah, I can tell. When, after the safety car, when we decided the
expecting-
box.
Like I was expecting to get closer because of my fresher tires, but he actually went on and set the fastest lap of the race. crazy.
Yeah, that-
And the pace was looking scary as well. He was pulling about 1.2 seconds, I believe, every lap when the Dakar was still behind Professor. So it was really like the tires, they didn't make such a huge difference. So it was really looking like we lost the win on strategy, and that we should have stayed out. But then eventually, I'm pretty sure Kakera hit a tire cliff, and he had to box. He got the fastest lap, and what a recovery drive he did to get P2.
Yeah,
It's a good one
Kaikara
too.
with that fastest lap, definitely.
Speaking of Kaikara, we have him in the pen now. Kaikara,
Welcome, Kaikara.
please explain those last couple of laps. That was amazing.
I don't know. I can't breathe. That was. I'm serious. It's kind of a problem. But
Super close between you and Professor Blocks today. We were pretty much screaming to see if you could get P2 again.
yeah, we didn't know if we were gonna make it anyway. But I don't know. Like at the restart, the safety car didn't really come into our favor. But after it, I had really good pace. I managed to pull away from the field. I hit the bump thing like 3 times in 3 laps. And then was just, enough is enough. Pit. I don't know. And the rest is kind of a blur now. I'll have to rewatch what happened.
You went full on.
We were following your battle every step of the way, all the way from P9 into P2. That was a very, very good recovery drive.
I don't know what you said. I'm a bit dizzy right now.
You should probably
Also-
take a breath, Kira. Take a breath.
Yeah. Awesome.
Oh, it's
Good
just
job,
some water.
guys.
Good job,
Yeah,
guys.
we're gonna go ahead and do the podium. So we'll see you guys out there.
All right, see you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, just enjoy your cooldown. All right, so that finishes off the Suwon race with Dakara Kakara getting those top few spots. Ferrari gonna get some real big points for that one.
You can see some F2 drivers in the background there. They're getting pretty eager. They want to get going.
I check real quick. Yeah, that's gonna be 25 plus 18. That's gonna be what? 43 points for them.
I believe they were already on 43 in the constructors.
Yeah, 43 points for Ferrari, Professor, and yeah, that's gonna be 23 for Aston, 12 for Brandstar, 10 for Audi. Oh, and here's the podium. Professor in third, Kakar in second, and Dakar taking #1 spot. And that will finish up Ion Racing for F1 today. Stay tuned in later as we will have stream for the F2 race with British Aviator and New Beater. Be sure to tune into that one as we start to see Centauri trying to get a podium place for Suwon today. And later on we'll be having the practice for GT3 and tomorrow the GT3 stream. So be sure to stay tuned into that. Deepa, do you want to finish us off?
Not much else to add other than a very big congratulations to both Ferrari drivers, dominant as they always are. The second win this season goes to Dakar for his second win this season. And also well done to Aston Martin and Professor Bloxo, got into P2 in the last final stages of the race and ended up in P3.
And that will finish us off for F1 today. Be sure to tune in for F2. But other than that, this has been me, Shea, with D-Pod and Kashmir. Say
Thank you
goodbye.
for watching.
Bye,
And,
guys.
we'll see you for F1 this time next week. Goodbye.
Break actually next week.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see you when you see you. How about that?
Yeah. Next time we go live, be there.
Boy, keep